Hello again. So I have yet another Hobby Lobby fun find. This one is also a really great deal. So I found the Spellbinders Platinum. It is a die cutting and embossing machine. So I don't have an actual part number for it, I don't think, but on the top left hand corner it does say PL-001. So if you want to check in with your store, maybe call them ahead of time, because sometimes they only have like one or two of these in the store. So you definitely want to make sure that they do have it in stock before you make that trip all the way down there. Or maybe you just want to pick up some of the really great deals that are happening right now. So you want to also make sure that they have the right price for you. So as you can see, they also kind of mark this down from $71.99 to $29.99. $29.99 is actually the price that I paid for it. So if you can get that deal, it'll be a really, really great deal. So it says that easily cuts a wide range of thick to thin materials: paper, craft metal, cardstock, chipboard, vellum, cotton, burlap, leather, wool, denim, balsa wood, grunge board, thin acrylic and or plastic, which I think is pretty cool, cork, magnet sheets, foil, aluminum, and more. So I'll do some testing on here a little bit later on in the video. But I do want to say, if you already have like a Sizzix Big Shot, it's very, very similar to that. The only main difference that I can see from it is going to be your platform. So as you can see right here, the platform for this new Spellbinders Platinum machine is pretty much double the size of the Big Shot. And I actually love that feature because now I can just take any type of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I don't have to trim it down or cut it, and I can just create lots of different projects on here. So you want to also make sure that when you're in the store, you want to check out. Of course you want to check out, because you definitely want this in your cart and you want to be able to take it home. But before you actually check out, you want to make sure that you check out all of the ingredients. I know that's not the right word. I was thinking ingredients. It's probably because, I just had pizza and I had like 3 slices, and I had to refilm this video multiple times because I just kept getting distracted. But I don't know, I really love basil, and I had like a huge craving for basil, and so I went and bought some. Got some fresh tomatoes and some mozzarella, and then you just make your own handmade dough. And I love being able to do that because you can put as much ingredients as you'd like. So I literally used the entire bunch of basil on this pizza. I know people might think it's too much, but when I was eating it, I was like, this could definitely use more basil. So yes, let's get back to the actual video. So what I think I wanted to say now that I've been talking is not ingredients, but contents. Yes, definitely check out the contents of your box to make sure that it comes with everything before you leave the store. So you want to make sure that it does have like the important stuff, like the platform. So here's the platform. You're also going to get an embossing mat. This is really great. I have a smaller version of this machine, and this was one of the main reasons why I love the machine. The embossing mat is really, really wonderful. And then you also have the embossing pad, and then you have your 2 cutting plates. Well, one cutting plate and then the one above that. So you get 2 plates. And then you also get the instruction booklet. And the most important thing, so you can actually use the machine, is going to be the handle. It should come with the tools and the screw and all that good stuff to be able to put it together. So as you can see here, I'm actually putting this one together. I did not assemble the Sizzix Big Shot on my previous video because I'm going to give that to my sister. She just needs a little more convincing that paper crafting is going to be a hobby for her. So yes, that one's going to go to my sister. I have one, my mom has one, and now my sister has one. So it's a really great deal. So yeah, this particular one, this is everything that's going to come with. And like I said earlier, you can use the embossing mat. So say you have like a cutting die, but you don't actually want to cut the die out. You can use the embossing mat. You can put your metal cutting die on there and it won't actually cut through, but it will emboss the image onto your cardstock or your paper. So that's really great. You can also use your embossing folders. I don't know, this one feels a little bit more delicate, I would say. Like, even though I'm not cutting on the other side of the pad, it still kind of like makes a mark on there. The main purpose of this machine for me is going to be primarily to use it for the larger die cutting items that I have. I'm going to use the embossing mat quite often because it really does make such a huge difference. So say if you're just using your cutting die, the Thinlit cutting dies, and you cut it out, it looks like this. But if you take your embossing mat and you run it through your embossing mat, it makes a huge difference. You can see all those subtle details now, especially with metallic paper. It really shows on the metallic paper. And this is, again, using your cutting dies, not necessarily just your embossing folders, but your actual cutting dies. And I'm not going to use it for like the smaller ones because I feel like I have more cutting pads for my Big Shot than I do for this one. So this is definitely going to be like a special occasion use, primarily if I want to emboss something with my metal cutting dies, and also if I want to cut larger pieces. So yeah, I'm still happy that I got this for $29.99 because I definitely do need this in my collection. I do have a few larger cutting dies that I could never ever use because the size of it was just like too big for all of my other machines. So I am super excited to be able to find this, and I hope you guys are able to find some super great deals as well. That's going to do it for my video. If you guys are feeling the vibe, please don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell. That will notify you of all of my new videos. I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a very wonderful day.